I don't need it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shirley if you're new, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the 5 bags that were on my wish list, but once I saw them in person I no longer wanted them. So yeah, and if you're into these luxury videos where I talk about bags that I like, accessories, and just vlogs and hauls, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more. Just a disclaimer, if you guys have any of these bags, nothing against you or the bag, it's just that for my lifestyle and preference, the bag didn't work out for me. But these bags are still gorgeous, and if you like it, just do it. If you like it, get the bag. I'm just simply sharing my opinion on it. Personally, for me, I am a indecisive and spontaneous and impulsive buyer. I can go into a store, and if I like a bag, I can just buy it on the spot. Because that's for me, I'm just I will stay in the store for an hour deciding if I want it or not, and consult everyone in my life. Consult my sister, consult my boyfriend, consult my friends, consult everyone if I should get the bag. But yeah, I have learned that whenever I see a bag that I never saw in, whether it's on Instagram or the website, if it's a bag I've never saw my first time seeing it, I will not buy it that day. I will get the SA's contact and think about it. Take so many pictures, of course. Take a million photos and a million videos. Some really great advice is, if you see the bag, if you can, come back another day. Kind of just take a day or more to really sit back and think, do I really want this bag? Or, because I definitely know that when you're in the store, you're kind of sucked into the magical feeling of I need to leave the store with something. But yeah, let's get started. The first bag that was on top of my list that I was going to get once I've saved up for it was the Celine belt bag in the nano size. I kept seeing it in stores. I watched so many videos on it, and I thought this was the bag that I want. This was it. This was the bag I'm going to save up money for it and going to get. So I actually went to Celine one day with my sister, and I tried on the bag. I mean, in person, when the SA gave me the bag, I fell in love with it. Fell in love. I was like, oh my god, yes. And then when he showed me how much stuff you can fit in there, you can fit so much in that bag. It is surprising. In person, when you first look at it, it doesn't look like it can fit, but once you can put stuff, you can. I remember SA telling me you can fit a book in here, you can fit so much stuff, and it was incredible. And then I tried it on, and when I tried it on, I loved it because it was a crossbody and it just fit right there. But there was something about it that was really plain, which is what I wanted, surprisingly. I wanted a plain black bag, and it didn't fit right. Didn't like the look of it. I tried holding it on my shoulder, the handle, nothing worked. So I was like, okay, I love the bag, maybe it's just the color. So I tried it in the second color that I would like. It's the tan one, and I was like, okay, yeah, the tan one. It definitely is a tan one. I tried it on again. Something about it was screaming, no, you don't want it. Because I was trying to think, will I wear this 10 years from now? Because I see so many pictures of it on Instagram, and I see so many people wearing it. I'm just like, oh my god, I want it. I really want it. And so I took photos, of course, and then I left the store. And everywhere I saw, I was like, oh my god. Wherever I was like, look, that's the bag that I want. That's the Celine belt bag. But there was just something about it that I didn't like, so I ended up not getting. The second bag was the Louis Vuitton Supple. Okay, here's a picture of it because I'm really just going to butcher it. It's the Supple in the MM size. It's that circular bag, and they have it in a monogram, but they also have a black monogram. And I didn't want the monogram one because I already have a monogram bag and I don't want another one. So I wanted a black one. And I was like, oh my god, this is perfect, because I was watching so many videos on the different ways you can wear the bag. Because the strap gives you so much different ways of wearing it, it was literally the price point would match the different types that you can wear. Crossbody, book bag, as a shoulder bag, so many different ways. But and then everywhere I looked, it was sold out. I couldn't find it anywhere. So until there was one time where it was right before the store was closing, I was on Fifth Ave, and I was like, you know, let me just peek in, and they had it. So they had the black one that I wanted. I tried it on, and I was like, it, you know. It was just an awkward shape because it was a circle. Like at this point I was looking for an everyday black bag, like an everyday backpack that I can just wear. And I love how you can like open it, but the only bad part was like the way that bag is structured. It is like a circle, so when you like open, you kind of have to open this way. And although it fit a lot of stuff, every single time you had to reach for it, you would end up creasing the bag. So imagine like a circle and you kind of open it, it's like there would definitely be a crease. I mean, yes, you can be really careful, but again, I didn't really want to be too careful. And just that bag itself was just not, and I wanted a black bag for sure, so I didn't want to go with the monogram. But I think if you are deciding between the black and the monogram, highly recommend the monogram. Like, I love the monogram for that bag, and a lot of people have it, and also the strap is like really nice too. But for me, I didn't like the way it sat, and I didn't like how the way like every single time I had to reach in it, I would like bend the bag, and it would hurt me every single time I would bend the bag. So I passed on it. The third bag might be a surprise to you guys all, because this was a bag I actually purchased but I ended up returning, and I told you guys that if it ever comes up I would buy it again. So it's actually the Chanel mini square flat bag. I love this bag. I love it so much. The pictures. When I saw it in person, oh my god, when I saw it in person, it was literally just the most dream bag that I can ever imagine. For the longest time, I thought that was a bag that I needed. It was a bag that I was going to get for sure. Like if you watch my vlogs last year, I actually got the bag. I bought it, but there was a scratch on it, and it was just like a whole big ordeal with the SA that helped me. And I never went back to her because she sold me a bag that was scratched and tried to play it off like it was nothing. So when you guys get bags, inspect mini square. It's so perfect. Like, even the way that it looks is perfect. And the crossbody strap for the mini square is a lot better than the mini rectangular, because the strap is a little bit shorter, so it fits my body perfect. As the rectangle, it's very long, so I don't really like it. When I first saw it in person, like, it fit my phone, but I would have to squeeze it in there. And at that point I was just like, you know, since I couldn't get the bag, it really wasn't meant to be, because the bag that I wanted for so long I had, but it just wasn't meant to be. Like, the bag was scratched, the SA was like, no it's not, and everything. And it was also lambskin. I really wanted a caviar, but because I couldn't get it, so what I did instead was I took that money and I bought a classic flap instead. The best decision of my life, because I love my classic flap. Can't really wear it crossbody as I want it, but it's still, at the end of the day, perfection. And since I bought it, there was at least 3 price increases already, and it just blows my mind. Mini square bag is just so hard to come by. It's not practical. Like, of course, if I see it in person, love it so much. Love it so much. The fourth bag that I would say, this bag was probably the first bag my first designer bag that I was ever going to purchase. It was, I'm gonna butcher the name again. It was a Gucci Dionysus bag. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm sorry. I just cannot pronounce these words. I loved it. When they first came out with this line, absolutely adored it, and I just wanted the bag. I was looking at it, I remember shopping with my mom, and I was like, that's the bag I want, like, that's what I want. So all this time I was like, alright, that's the bag I'm going to get for sure, like, for sure. And then I saw it in person. I actually saw it in person at least 5 times. Again, very indecisive. I didn't know, and there was just so many sizes. I didn't know if I want to go for the Supreme Mini or like the bigger bag. And so that I was already set on buying the bag, so I was just really debating the size of it. And then I had to think myself, I was like, I don't like this bag. I don't like the chain. So if you guys ever seen the bag in person, the chain is all metal. So it really weighs down the bag, and it just looks kind of tacky in my opinion. Like, I don't want this, like, And then I was back to square one because I'm like, damn, I don't really want it. But I'm actually really thankful I didn't get that bag, because inside, I didn't like it. So like, it's very hard to explain. I'm gonna try my best to explain it, but like, if you see the bag, it kind of like curves inward and a little bit. So like it would be like straight, but if you look at the side view, it would be straight, and then the bottom kind of curves in. I think with me, like Gucci is a brand that really hits down deep, because growing up, I've always seen my mom wear the Gucci bag. So growing up, I was just like, I want a Gucci bag. When I grow up, I want a Gucci bag. When I grow up, I'm gonna wear a Gucci bag. I would always see her wear Gucci bags. So I'm like, I want one. So I think Gucci for me is just like, I always want the bag. But again, nothing from there really like speaks to me and be like, oh, get me. So yeah, I think it's time to kind of let go of the Gucci train, just by a little bit. But there is a bag that I kind of like, the Diana bag. Just not the colors that they released yet, so we'll see about that. So the last bag that I was so close to getting was a Prada re-edition. It was everywhere. Everywhere I looked on Instagram, every single time I like turned my head, I would see someone wearing the Prada re-edition. It was just everywhere in front of my face, and I adored it. I was like, I want it. So I had so many chances to buy it, I just couldn't get myself to buy it, because when I buy bags, I want to make sure that I see it wearing it long term. Like, am I going to wear it 5 years from now? And I did see myself wearing the Prada re-edition, just because it's a very casual bag, but you can also dress it up too. It's like once in a while that I want to dress casual, so to buy that bag is like wearing it once in a while, and that's not something I'm going to do. And usually when I do like errands, that's definitely an errands bag, but again, it's like very small. When I do errands, I like a big bag, like a big tote bag, to just throw stuff in there. So yeah, that Prada re-edition is just not going to work for me. Like, I love it, but again, just not. I actually got this idea from Maggie. I'm gonna link her video down below, so make sure you watch that too. If you guys have any bags, or if you guys agree with me that these bags are just not it for you, like, please leave me a comment down below, or give me another bag that you once thought was your dream bag, but you ended up not getting it. That's it to the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give this a thumbs up. And as always, please subscribe, as it really supports my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye guys! Try to fight!